Hello, welcome to An Abundance Books. My name is Julia, and welcome to episode 2 of our grand spring cleaning unhaul. Today we're tackling my physical books, so let me give you a lay of the land before we start. So this is what we're working with. Pay no attention to the cat, or do. She's cute. So this one on the left, this is the stack that is under a 3.5. These 3 stacks are everything between a 3.5 and a 4. And then that final big stack is everything above a 4. So I don't really have a plan for this unhaul. I'm feeling very salty today. I had a bad day at work, so I'm ready to clear out this TBR. It seems to be exactly 50 books. That seems wrong, but that's what it said on Goodreads, so I'm trusting that for now. I don't really have a number in mind. 26 is what we had for the digital, so I'd like it to be around there, but I'm not looking for a specific number. I'm looking to have my TBR match who I am today as a reader, and a lot of these are old. So my priority for today is getting rid of things with a low rating, specifically like under the 3.5, the section that I have right here. Those I think I'm going to be pretty harsh with. And then anything that's been on my TBR, certainly before my channel, I'm going to have to be really strict with those. Are you crooked? You seem crooked. This will also just give you insight into what my whole TBR is going forward. So let's get started. Should we do this tournament style, like hold up 2 like we did in the digital? I kind of want to do that. So let's do it. First one's Friends Like Me, Kimberly McCrate, and 30 Things I Love About Myself by Radhika Sinjani. And I flipped through this one briefly and it looks like it's a detective POV, so I'm going to say no to this, yes to this. Don't forget which pile is which, me. We have The Ballerinas by Rachel Kapelke-Dale and Wilder Girls by Rory Power. I still have not read this. The fact that it has such a low rating is actually really surprising to me. And this I've had forever. Oh, the print is so small. Yeah. Okay, I've wanted to read this forever, but have never wanted to. Today, I finally feel like I can get rid of it. And I am still interested in Wilder Girls, even if just for the hype. You Must Not Miss by Katrina Lano and The Party by Robin Harding. I do really want to read this because I've read a couple other Robin Hardings and I like her, but it's never been perfect for me. And You Must Not Miss, I'm surprised, has such a low average rating. I want to keep both of these for now. We can reassess. Then we have Makeup Breakup with the discount sticker still on it. I know that this is actually the lowest rated book on my TBR. And then Kill Them All by Pasha Malla. This is a horror book about malls that are dead, and if you can see, there's a cow on the cover. Absolutely no way I'm getting rid of this. Low rated horror doesn't scare me that much, and this is rom-com-y, so I'm happy getting rid of it. Then we have Space Opera by Catherine M. Valente and Top 10 by Katie Cotugno. I'm absolutely not getting rid of this. Catherine M. Valente wrote one of my favorite books, my favorite book of last year, so this is a keeper. Top 10 I can probably get rid of. Yeah, I can do it. And that's it for that first pile. 4 that are leaving us and 6 that are staying. Really, I think I could get rid of You Must Not Miss. I'm gonna make a maybe pile. I think I'm happy with keeping all of these. Let's just put them up here so they're out of my way. And we can get on to the next stack. So again, all of these are between a 3.5 and a 4.0, not in any specific order though. First up, My Killer Vacation by Tessa Bailey and The Woman Outside My Door by Rachel Ryan. I want both of these. I know that this hasn't gotten great reviews, but it's so freaking cute that I really want it. And this, I think I read the first chapter and I was intrigued. I also said that I would read this for a video, so I'm going to put this in the maybe pile, and I think I'm going to keep this. Judge me all you want. Next up, Over the Woodward Wall by A. Deborah Baker and 10 by Gretchen McNeil. I think I'm okay getting rid of this. It's a series, it's middle grade. I didn't love Middle Game, which this is based on, so I can get rid of this. 10 though is here to stay. It's an island of teens, Lord of the Flies, something. Gonna be a good time. Next is The Au Pair by Emma Rue and The Bookshop of Yesterdays by Amy Myerson. Normally I am much more careful with my books. Today they're just kind of flying around. This one I definitely have to keep because in my digital unhaul, I unhauled one of Emma Rue's other books, saying I had one on my physical TBR, and if I like this, then I will continue with all of their other books. So that's staying. Bookshop of Yesterdays is another one that I was supposed to read for that video. Am I gonna read it? No, I'm not. Get rid of it. That was the maybe pile. This is the no pile. Another matchup. This is a weird one. Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angelis. Yep. And Morty by Robert Rapino. This is about a cat who's a war criminal? No, that's not it. It's talking about the war with no name and human extinction is its goal. It's cats and mice and it's going to be great. I'm definitely keeping this. This one doesn't hold a candle to this. It's so pretty, but I think that the hype has worn down on this for me. Yeah, I can get rid of this. Whew, we're being brutal today. Then we have How to Kill Your Family by Bella Mackey and The Girl in the Mirror by, who's this by? Rose Carlisle. I want to keep both of these. This one was a gift, so I'm definitely keeping it. And this one just looks really interesting to me. Do I know anything except the title and the cover? No. Only one more book left in, oh wait, no, these three piles are all the same. Okay, so the first one is Notes on a Nervous Planet by Matt Haig. I actually don't know what the format of this is because I read another one of his short things, How to Be Happy something, and that one wasn't for me. So I don't know if this one's gonna be for me. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this. I just flipped through it quickly and it's not for me. And The Murders of Molly Sethler by Today Thompson. I started and I put down because I didn't like it, but it's so short. That's really appealing. Maybe. It's going in the maybe. Ooh, my back. Behind Closed Doors by B.A. Paris versus The Inheritance of Orquídea Divina by Zoraida Cordova. These are both books that I feel like I should read, but I don't know if I actually have any interest in them. That's pretty damning, isn't it? That sentence I just said? Let's get rid of both of these. If you are mad at me for anything, put stuff in the comments. I'm not burning these books or anything, so we can still get them back. Or we can get them from the library. We don't have to own everything. Jades of Good and Doo-Doo. Gods of Jade and Shadow by Sylvia Murner Garcia and My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. I definitely want to keep this. I don't know if I care about this. Okay, maybe I've never read the back because it starts with a young woman and a Mayan death god. And a death god? Satan? One of my favorite things to read about. So yeah, let's keep both of these. The Nightwalker by Sebastian Fitzek and Mad About You by Mahari McFarlane. This one I definitely want to keep. It's about like sleepwalking or something. This one's just a romance, but it's so chunky. I don't know why it's so chunky. Oh, it's under 400 pages. I'm just a wimp. I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile, and if there's an audiobook of it, I'll keep it. Because it does sound interesting, but Nightwalker I'm definitely keeping, even though it's in really bad condition. This one really shouldn't be in here, Our Missing Hearts by Celeste Ng, because I'm reading it for something and I've already started it. So this one's a keep. So we can move on to Sundial by Katrina Ward and Beastly by Alex Flynn. Do not judge me. This is for a video concept. Hopefully you don't just think I want to read Beastly, but I do remember liking Beastly. And I really want to keep Sundial. I'm gonna keep both of these. Then we have The Texas Bride by Geraldine Dawson and The Future Is Yours by Dan Frey. I started this and couldn't super get into it, but I'm still very intrigued, so I think I'll keep this as like a try a chapter thing, and if I still hate it after the first chapter or two, then I'll really get rid of it. And this I just wanted for a mass market paperback. I don't know if it's going to be good, but I need it. It's pretty. Then we have Night Film by Marisha Pessl and First Time for Everything by Henry Fry. Two big books. Here's the thing. I got Night Film because everyone was like, wow, multimedia. But it's not much of it is multimedia. There are definitely bits, but it doesn't feel like a multimedia book, like it's been sold. And it's just so long. And I don't think it's pretty. Oh, look at this. I think the problem is I don't know what Night Film is about. I just know that it is hype. Let us read this together. On a damp October night, a beautiful young Ashley Cordova is found dead in the abandoned warehouse in Lower Manhattan. Though her death is ruled a suicide, veteran investigative journalist suspects otherwise as he probes the strange circumstances surrounding Ashley's death. McGrath comes face to face with the legacy of her father, the legendary reclusive cult horror film director something. A man who hasn't been seen in public for more than 30 years. Ugh. Like, yeah, that sounds interesting, but is it interesting in book form? Let's put it in the maybe pile and you can convince me. And First Time for Everything It's just so pretty. It feels like it could be good, but I wonder if it's a bit too straight contemporary for me. I really only like contemporary romances. Maybe. Let's just put it on maybe. Then we have Naked at Lunch by Mark Haskell Smith and One Night on the Island by Josie Silver. This is an easy one. This is nonfiction about a man who lives in a nudist colony for a while. Very interesting. And One Night on the Island I bought because I like Josie Silver, but I think they might be a one-hit wonder for me. So this is a no, and this is a yes. And look how perfectly that worked out. There are only 2 books left. The Memory Collectors by Kim Neville and The Vanishing by Wendy Webb. The problem with this is it sounds like something I would like, but it feels like a Reese's Book Club pick, like a mom book. And I'm still very much in my like genre fiction era. It just sounds a little like sad and contemplating the meaning of life or something. Yeah, see, no, that sounds interesting. Okay, let's keep that. And The Vanishing is an easy keep also. So that's it for the 3.5 to 4.0s. These are the books that we will be getting rid of. There are 7 of them. I wish that that number was higher, but sure. This is the maybe pile. Looking at the maybe pile, is there anything that I want to get rid of now? Oh, you must not. This is from the previous maybe pile, but it's good to reassess. Murdeys of Molly Septhorne I can get rid of. I tried it once. I didn't DNF it for like the reasons I DNF books sometimes. Like I've just read something really similar or something. I just couldn't get into it. I read it in October in spooky season. We can just get rid of it. If I'm already planning on the audiobook of Mad About You, should I just get rid of it? What if I like it? Ugh. Let's leave the maybe pile for now. Which means we just have one more pile, so we're doing well. We've gotten rid of 11 books so far. 11 is perfectly respectable. And these are the books that we are keeping. There are too many of them. There's another stack. Do I feel good about all of these? Memory Collectors I'm still iffy on. I'm going to put that in the maybe. Everything else here is good. These ones, I think these are all good. And these ones, yeah, these are all good. Definitely not high on my TBR. I'm definitely going to need to find reasons to read some of these, but we can do that. Or maybe this just means there's going to be a round 2 because I won't have eliminated enough. Now we can get on to our last pile of things that are 4.0 and above. So first we have The Bloodshed of the Betrayed. What a title! By A.L. Slade and 50 Ways to Win Back Your Lover by Kelly Siskind. Both of these I know are indie authors, so I'm gonna keep both of them. Not so I'm gonna keep both of them, but I am interested in both of these still, and indie author gives me a nice little push too. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams is next. Up Against Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. This again feels like a contemporary, like not a contemporary romance, but a contemporary with romance. A mom book, and I just don't know if I'm the target audience for it. I think it was recommended as something where if you like Taylor Jenkins Reid, then you would like this. I'm gonna say no. But Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, I'm definitely gonna read. It is shameful that I have not. Then we have 11/22/63 by Stephen King versus The Miracles of the Mia General Store by Kiyo Hakashino. Both of these are staying. Both of these could be my perfect book. No explanation required. Next, Taste for Poison by Neil Bradbury versus 13 by Steve Kavanaugh. I want to keep both of these too. We are in the higher rated section, so I think I'm justified in keeping both. Constance by Matthew Fitzsimmons and World War Z by Max Brooks. Keeping both of these. A lot of these are like 5-star predictions now. Then we have Books of Blood. This shouldn't be in here. This is just in my TBR because it's a short story collection and I've only read the first third. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that up there. The last book that we have is Alice Clayton's Wallbanger, which I am definitely keeping because the bookseller said this is one of the funniest books she's ever read, and it's called Wallbanger, and it's very funny. That was the quickest round ever. We only have one book that we're unhauling definitively. No maybes from this pile. 10 keepers. I think that's okay. These are all definitely books that I want to read, which means how many books are we keeping? Hold for counting. 31 keepers, ooh, plus these maybes. I'm gonna do something stupid and drastic. All of the maybes, all 7, I'm getting rid of them. It feels bad. I don't like it, but I'm doing it. I have to remember that the books are not gone. They still exist. I can repurchase them, or I can find them from the library. They're just not speaking to me and the reader that I am now. That's a good question. Let's look at these. Are these for the reader I am now? Well, Beastly sure isn't, but that's different. I think I've gotten rid of most of the contemporary here, which is good. Most of these are genre-based. There's nothing calling to me, so I think I'm happy. We're keeping 31, which isn't quite 26, but it's close enough. And we're getting rid of, hold for counting again, 20. So there were 51 books, so I was right to be skeptical. I want to hold all of these. I definitely can't, so I'm just going to stack them on my leg very well. Which means we reduced my TBR by 40%, which is kind of wild and very exciting for me. Alright, these are the books that I'm unhauling. It's a little bit precarious. Actually, I'll throw them on a shelf. Here's a shot of everything that I'm unhauling. If there's anything here that you feel really strongly about, I am always willing to change my mind. A good pitch makes a book sometimes. But I'm generally happy with what we've done here today. I should also probably include a shot of everything that I'm keeping, so here's that. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you very soon in another video. Bye!